Hi there, it's MarVeena Meek, and I wanted to welcome you to my Psychic Development Training Program. And today we're going to talk about the Kundalini. And the Kundalini it's a Sanskrit word, and it means the sleeping serpent. And this energy is in everyone. It is something that awakens over time, and the amount of Kundalini, that energy that is moving freely through your systems and through your chakras, it determines whether you have below average health, or excellent health. It also determines whether you have below average intelligence or average intelligence or above average intelligence. It determines also whether you're able to tap into the the use of your higher chakras on their higher levels, not just the mundane physical level, but their esoteric level. So that would be like being able to see other dimensions, or hearing spirit, or hearing messages from our angels and our teachers. So, some of the things that would keep you from being able to experience this energy moving freely through your system would be if some of your chakras had blockages in them. So, we've talked about chakras in some of our other training videos, and the importance of the chakra being clear and being where it's moving correctly and it's in good alignment. So anytime we have an issue that is that hasn't been dealt with, that we it's sort of like frozen in time and space, and this it sort of crystallizes with what I would call like a thought form, and so that crystal now resides in a different chakra, and depending on what the issue was about. And so, as the Kundalini energy is making its way up our spine and it's wanting to stimulate those chakras, it bumps into this crystallized thought form. And then you get all sorts of different things that could happen. For one thing, you could experience like a psychic or a chakra blowout. You could experience discomfort with your physical body, with the organs that relate to that particular chakra. And it can cause all sorts of havoc in your life. It can cause depression, it can cause anxiety attacks. So it's definitely worth your time to study the Kundalini, to study the chakras, and to figure out if you do have issues that are lodged in different chakras, and set a program and a plan, get a plan in place so that you can take some action and get all of those issues resolved. And that's not something ordinarily that you do overnight, although it's possible. But for most people, it's called working your personal pieces. And you do that in a lot of different ways. You do that through maybe therapy or counseling. You might get a lot done with a routine yoga practice every morning. You might be able to do some personal ceremonies. I like to do the sweat lodge ceremony as one of the ways that I've been able to work through some of my personal pieces. But everybody has something that resonates to them. But whatever it is, you want to figure out and start taking some action. And then it's sort of like an onion is always, different layers of an onion are unfolding. We are too. And so once we begin to work on one piece, it's like we get one thing done, and then the universe says, okay, now that you've got that dealt with, then let's see about this. So the Kundalini is something that sort of inspires that and keeps us on purpose, so that we can continue to develop and push our personal edge and move forward. The Kundalini is ideally, we want it to move freely all the way up our spine and out of the top of our head into our crown chakra, and it is supposed to be experienced as bliss, as ecstasy. And a lot of times, people that have had experiments with drugs and alcohol, then they might have had like premature Kundalini awakenings, and it might have caused them to have like some incredible psychedelic experiences, and sometimes really scary, horrible psychedelic experiences, because they can go both ways. But that is that's definitely going to be a detriment to your spiritual growth. It's not something that you can't overcome. You can overcome it, but it takes a lot of dedication, and a lot of healing needs to take place in those areas to heal all of the debris and the fallout from those experiments. So that's definitely one case, and a good reason to stay away from recreational drugs. So anyhow, some good ways for you to work with the Kundalini and to get it moving through your systems in a good way. I think one of the best ways is Hatha yoga. Some sort of a yoga practice will help you. Movement in general will help you, like walking meditation. I like to ride horses. So for me, what I do Hatha yoga, I ride horses, and I'd also walk on a regular basis. So those are the ways that I work with my own energies. But everybody needs to find a path that works good for them and just experiment. So there's a lot of good books that help you move through this. One of my favorite is it's a book by John Mumford. Is his last name? It starts with an M, Mumford, and I think it is Hatha Yoga. I can't remember for sure, but I think it's on my Amazon store here on my website. And then another one that I like is called Kundalini and the Chakras by Genevieve Paulson. And her book in particular has a lot of different exercises that you can do when you're going through Kundalini movement and it's uncomfortable and you've got some blockages. So those exercises are really helpful to kind of move through an awkward phase. So anyhow, I hope that this video has been helpful to you. If you have any questions, then send me an email, and I'll be happy to help you however I can. If you'd like to have more information about the chakras, I have other videos on the chakras, and I have articles on my blog, so you could go check out my articles, and then check out my iTunes account too, because I've got audio articles on there. I'm MarVeena Meek. I hope that y'all have a really powerful day. Thank you. Bye-bye.